In the days of King Hezekiah, the kingdom of Judah lived in the shadow of a growing storm. For decades, the Assyrian Empire had risen like a giant over the nations, swallowing cities, kingdoms, cultures, one after another. Their armies marched like thunder across the earth, leaving fear in their wake. If you are new on this channel, kindly subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you can know when next we upload a new faith-inspiring story. No nation had been able to resist them. Their king, Sennacherib, ruled with confidence born from conquest, believing no god, no king, no army could stand against the power of Assyria. Yet in Jerusalem, a different story was unfolding. King Hezekiah ruled Judah with a heart that sought after God. He restored the temple, tore down idols, and called the people back to faithfulness. His reforms were bold, and they drew the attention of Assyria. When Hezekiah refused to bow, refused to pay tribute, refused to surrender the kingdom God had entrusted to Judah, Sennacherib moved quickly and decisively. One by one, the fortified cities of Judah fell. Nations around watched in fear as Assyria devoured everything in its path. Soon, all that stood between Assyria and total domination of Judah was the city of Jerusalem, small, walled, vulnerable, and now surrounded. Sennacherib sent his commander, the Rabshakeh, to meet the trembling people of Jerusalem at the wall. With a voice full of scorn, he shouted, "Do not let Hezekiah deceive you. Do not let your God in whom you trust lie to you. No god of any nation has been able to save them from the king of Assyria. You will not be the first." His words pierced the hearts of the people. They had seen the cities fall. They had heard the stories. They knew the power of Assyria. And yet, though fear filled the air, Hezekiah commanded the people to remain silent. No one was to answer the Assyrian commander. Hezekiah took the threatening letter he received from Sennacherib and went up to the temple. There, in the quietness of God's house, he opened the letter before the presence of the Lord and prayed, "Lord, the God of Israel, hear the words of Sennacherib, who has sent a message to ridicule the living God. It is true, Lord, that the kings of Assyria have laid waste the nations and their lands. But they were not gods. They were wood and stone. Now, Lord our God, deliver us from his hand, so that all the kingdoms of the earth may know that you alone are God." And God answered. Through the prophet Isaiah came the word of the Lord. "Do not be afraid of the words you have heard. I will defend this city and save it. Sennacherib will not enter it. By the way he came he will return. And I will cause him to fall by the sword in his own land." While messages were spoken in Jerusalem, the plains outside the city filled with the imposing strength of Assyria. Their camps stretched for miles. Torches glowed like stars scattered across the earth. Chariots, horses, weapons, thousands upon thousands of skilled soldiers, 185,000 of them, prepared to crush Jerusalem at dawn. Inside the city, the people waited. They prayed. They trembled. And they hoped. Night fell across the land. The Assyrian soldiers settled into their tents, unaware of the invisible visitor about to step into their camp. There was no sound of marching feet, no shaking of the ground, no blinding flash of light. Just the stillness of night. And into that stillness, an angel of the Lord passed through. Scripture records no details about how the angel moved. No description of his form, no sound of his presence. Only that he came, and where he passed, life stopped. The mightiest army on earth, fierce and unstoppable, was utterly unaware as the unseen servant of God carried out his command. In Jerusalem, the people slept or prayed through the night, unaware of what God was doing outside their walls. The darkness held its breath until the first light of morning touched the horizon. As dawn broke, the watchmen on the walls of Jerusalem looked toward the Assyrian camp. Something was wrong. No movement. No clattering of armor. No shouting of commanders. No soldiers rising to prepare for battle. Only silence. The sun climbed higher, and its light revealed what had happened. All across the Assyrian camp lay the bodies of 185,000 soldiers, silent, still, struck down in the night. Not by Judah's army, not by swords or arrows, not by human strength, but by one angel sent from heaven. Panic swept through the remaining Assyrian forces. No one understood what had happened. There had been no battle, no attack, no warning. Fear took hold of the mightiest army in the world. And so, Sennacherib, the king who vowed to crush Jerusalem, gathered the remnants of his forces and fled, returning to Nineveh in humiliation. Jerusalem's gates never opened to an enemy. The walls never fell. The people never lifted a weapon. Yet they were delivered by the hand of God alone. Years later, while Sennacherib worshipped in the temple of his own god, his sons assassinated him, just as the Lord had foretold through Isaiah. If you are yet to subscribe to this channel, kindly subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you can know when next we upload a new faith-inspiring story. The story of that night has echoed across generations. It is not just a tale of judgment, but a reminder of who God is. A God who hears prayer. A God who defends his people. A God who does not need armies or weapons to accomplish his will. A God who can turn the tide in an instant. The angel that passed through the Assyrian camp accomplished in one night what no human effort ever could. When all seemed lost, when the enemy looked unbeatable, God proved that he remains sovereign over nations and kings, armies and empires. This story stands as a testimony through time, that no matter how great the opposition, no matter how overwhelming the odds, no matter how dark the night, God can bring deliverance with just a whisper of his power. One angel, just one, was enough. And because of that night, the people of Judah learned, and we still learn today, that God is not limited by human strength. He is not intimidated by earthly power. He is the defender of those who trust in him. And when he rises to act, no force on earth can stand. And as we hold on to this timeless truth, remember, God is still the same today. He still hears. He still fights. He still delivers. If this blessed you, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more inspiring Christian faith stories that will strengthen your walk with God.